I got a really good jump off the start. Ended up second into the first turn behind Davey.
And then I ended up coming out in third place on the start, right behind Nelly.
From there on, I just try to do some hard laps, get a little gap on the guys. I had Nelson and Beau right behind me.
Right away, Davey started pulling away, and me and Beau started having a battle, and battle lasted the whole race. I mean, we were next to each other at least 5 times throughout the race, but I was able to hold him back.
I did my best to try to pass him the whole moto, man, and we had a great battle going. I'd go inside. I was riding totally different lines than him, trying to make a pass, and I couldn't do it.
Kind of like last race, I got a little gap and then watched them battle. Once they got really close to each other, it kind of slowed each other down, and it gave me a comfortable gap and just took it all the way to the checkers.
It was actually pretty fun, and then you know, last lap, coming into the last couple corners, and I went in there pretty hard, and I just blew my left rear over the berm.
I squared the corner up, and he went a little bit outside, and he blew the turnout, and I just barely got him right before the finish.
Lost all my momentum and just kind of, you know, handed him second. It was disappointing for sure. Just get it back together and try to go out for the second moto. The second moto, I was trying really hard to get the whole shot. I wanted it so bad. I sat a little bit further back on the bike to try to get it to jump off the concrete really good, and it worked. But when I hit the dirt, my weight was just a little bit too far back, and I started to wheelie. And I wasn't willing to let off and set the front end down, so I wheelied probably like 3/4 of the way down the start. Just tried to rip around the outside and make up as much as I could. The guys on the inside bunched up a little bit, and I ran into the back of Beau coming out of Talladega, which was a little bit frightening.
Funneled in right behind Davey. I tried to stay with him as long as I could.
Beau was there right on my butt for the first couple of laps, and tried to get away from him, do some hard laps.
Me and J. Rowe had a pretty gnarly battle for 2 or 3 laps. You know, I was pushing really hard on him. He was riding really good.
And we ended up going back and forth there for a little while, and he ended up getting by me for third.
Once I was in the third, I pushed really hard trying to get up to Beau and make a race out of it, but he already had a pretty good gap on me. and I just wasn't able to close it up.
Got a little bit of a gap, not much, but it was enough to make me feel a little comfortable going to the finish.
We pulled out a little bit of a gap, and he kind of pulled away from me a little bit, and I learned some things, and I know what I need to work on, and I'm going to do my best to catch him next year.
And took the checkers and took the championship.
Came home 3-3 today for third. Ending up third in the championship. I'm disappointed in that. You know, we're here to win races and win championships. So it's time to go home for our short off season, work really hard, and try to come back out and win next year.